Crazy Chef Productions. Right, the Crazy Chef has decided to change his food blender from his lovely Philips one, but it was getting pretty outdated, about 10 years. So now we're having a Ninja, a blender and soup maker. It's called a Ninja HB150UK, and it does smoothies, it blends, it pre-cooks, it cooks. So when you cook a soup in this, rather than what I used to do, cook on the hob and then pour it in the blender to blend it, you now put all the ingredients in the blender, press a button, and it actually cooks it and blends it and pulses it and does everything. So what I'm going to do an unboxing video. Right, we're here. I've got the box. I'm going to unseal it. It's not been. I've not tried this. I'm just unsealing the box. Sealing the box. Let's unseal. Okay, let's see what we've got inside. Do you just love doing these unboxings? Right, Ninja blender and soup maker, Ninja cooking, Ninja kitchens. Right, we've got a manual, and we've got a recipe book. Manual, a recipe book, some cardboard. Okay, I'll try not to mess it up. I'll put it on the floor and bring the stuff out onto the top. Right, first box. Okay, here. Oh, we've got a brush cleaner. And we've got what looks like the jug. This is the top, it's quite heavy. Right, we've got the jug. All the connections underneath, look. Electrical connections and a spinner connection for the blade. Right, look at that. Second box. This, I think, is the power unit, the base unit. Very well packed. It's the base unit. Yep, just get this out. Try not to throw everything away just in case I need it. It's got ordinary 13 amp fused plug, which is well, one of these integral plugs. Right. It's got, okay. Got feet underneath, it's got rubber feet, it's got its serial number, it's got the instructions, does smoothies, dessert, frozen drink, milkshake, smooth soup, chunky soup, jam and sauce, has pre-cooked chop and saute, has a manual for blending and cooking, a pulse and low, medium and high settings for manual cooking, and low, medium and high settings, speed settings for manual blending. But it's loads of intelligent programs. You probably don't need to use it on manual. Right, okay, what we got here? Oh, right, look. We have this is a tamper. So it means you can tamp the top. You take the top comes off, hopefully. Yeah, there's the top. And if you got lumps in there, you want to squish it all down and use the tamper. And the tamper is provided that you use the lid, the tamper's got a ridge on it so you cannot go into the blade. So you can tamp stuff down without actually going into the blades. Now, okay, you put this on top somehow. Oh yeah, you've got arrow here, arrow on the edge, and you've got an arrow there, and that tells you which way around to put it. So it goes on like this. It just sits on. Now, a lot of blenders, as you know, you put them on and you twist them on to lock them. But this thing is so heavy. This is 1.7 litres, and it's got graduations in millilitres, ounces, and it gives you a cold level and a soup level. So when you're doing soup, you mix it to there. When you're doing it cold, you can take it a bit higher. So we've got that, and to take the top off, you unlock the top by doing that, and it comes out. It's a bit tight, but it lifts out like that, lifts out. You put it back in, press it back in, and lock it that way. It clicks, locks and clicks. So there we have it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash it and clean it, taking out the serial number, and I'll demonstrate it. I'll demonstrate it on the self clean, and I'll also demonstrate it on something cold and something hot. So this is what you've got. It's a brilliant, it's very heavy, very sturdy, brilliant Ninja, one of the Ninja ranges. They do other things. They do pressure cooker straight air fryers. They do other types of blenders, personal blenders. They're doing smoothies. But why I got this is because you can do make hot soups and hot products in it, as well as doing your smoothies. Right, there we have the controls. We got power on. We've got an LED display that tells you exactly what's going on. There's a light that comes on that says you've got heat coming on. Also a light comes on to say you're cleaning. You've got smoothie button, dessert button, frozen drink button, milkshake button, smooth soup button, jam button, chunky soup button, sauce button. You've got pre-cooking, you've got chopping, and you've got sautéing. And when you're blending, you can have a manual blend with low, medium and high speed, or you can have a pulse blend where it just pulses. And when you're on a manual cook, you can actually set cook up for heat, low, medium and high heat. But you'll see it all when all the lights are on. So that's basically what it's like. I just need to clean it up, and I'll demonstrate it short on the next video, or the link video. Right, to prove that this works, the first time I'm going to test it, I'm going to actually put it through a cleaning cycle. Now after you've done your soup and your bits and pieces, they recommend that you clean it. Now to clean it, you put in 700 millilitres of water, and you put in 2 very small drops of liquid soap, like fairy wash it up liquid, just 2 small pieces of soap. But I won't do that because I haven't used it, and I don't really want to have to clear it out. So I'm just going to prove that it works. So let me just put the lid on. Right, lid on, put the top in. And also rinse everything out in the sink before you start, just to wash it before you use it for the first time. And also you must not submerge the container. Wash it out and rinse it out under the tap. Do not submerge it because the heating element's in the bottom and you'll mess it up. Put that in. Right, now I'm going to turn it on, and hopefully it will go into a cleaning cycle if I press the clean button. Right, okay, lid on here, on, and it's already come on Now I'm going to press clean. Alright. Okay. On. Hello! And look, all the lights light up. Now I'm going to press clean. It'll start pulsing and heating. It'll do that for 6 minutes. It's got the red light there which shows the heat is on. I can just zoom in a bit. You've got a time which is counting down. And it comes up with CLN, which means clean. CLN means clean. It's got the red light on, means the heat's on. The power light's on. And it's just counting down. It'll do a bit of pulsing, a bit of heating. And it'll be a bit, if I had a little bit of washing up liquid in there, you'll see it bubbling up a bit, but I'm not going to do that. You see some, it's warming up and you can see some air bubbles, some bubbles coming up through it. You'll notice that it beeped a bit before it started pulsing, just to warn you, before it pulses it'll start beeping. Still in a cleaning cycle because it says CLN. 3 minutes to go, or 3 minutes 10 seconds counting down. And you can see it boiling or it bubbling, and I can actually feel that it's hot, it's warm, so it's quite warm actually. And that proves to me that the heating element's working, so at least it's a new product out of the box. At least it's proved it's working, and obviously it'll prove it again when I do a smoothie or soup or whatever I do, but this is just to demonstrate that it's working out of the box, straight out of the box. And if you buy one, do register your guarantee. You've got 12 months guarantee. And it's very sturdy. It's very heavy actually. It's not like these plastic ones. It's very, very heavy top. And it says done. Now I can turn it off. And while all the lights go out when it's off, now I'll just empty this in a minute and dry it out and put it back and store it until I demo. So Crazy Chef, he's got his lovely new mixer, food processor, whatever you want to call it, and we'll have some demos. We're going to have some demo products. We're going to have some soups, we're going to have some smoothies, but also you can make ice cream in it, believe it or not. You have to make the ice cream, put it in the freezer, but you can make ice cream with it. So, looking forward to doing some stuff with it. Do subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. We need some extra views and we need some subscriptions.